If you're thinking about moving to Birmingham, there are some things that you might want to know. My family have lived here for 10 plus years now, and there are probably 12 or so things that I wish I knew before we moved here that we're going to get into in this video, so stay tuned. Hey, I'm Adam Snow with 𝐂𝐿 Realty here in Birmingham, Alabama, and today I'm going to go over the top 12 things that you need to know before you move to Birmingham. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button so you don't miss another episode. All right, let's get into it. All right, let's get started with one of the best parts of living in Birmingham. If you've seen any of my videos, you probably know what I'm about to say, but the food in Birmingham is something that has to be mentioned. In downtown Birmingham, there are several tuning places to eat like Helen, El Barrio, The Essential, Last Call Baking, Kerrigan's, Automatic Seafood, Tasty Town, Highland Bar and Grill, or Pizza Grace, and I can go on and on about the great places downtown. But Birmingham's dining and entertainment isn't just limited to downtown. In Homewood, there are great places like Johnny's, Soho Social, Saul's Barbecue, Gianmarco's Pizzeria, and so many others. Mountain Brook has great restaurants like The Porch, Habitat Feed and Social, Ladybird Taco, and again, so many more. The same thing for the Vestavia and Hoover. They both offer so many different options. Even out into Trustful, they have several options as well. Birmingham also has several food festivals throughout the year. If you're in town for the Greek Fest, annual chili cook-off in Homewood, Birmingham Barbecue Festival, or the Birmingham Wine and Food Festival, you'll get some taste of some of the best food the city has to offer. There's something here for everyone, no matter what your taste or dietary preferences are. If you're coming to town for the first time, make sure you reach out and I can hook you up with the best place to go for whatever you're craving. Now, if you're a coffee lover like me and my wife, Birmingham is a great place to live. I have said before, my wife and I love coffee. In fact, our first date was at a coffee shop. We had a coffee bar at our wedding. One of our favorite things to do when we're traveling is to try local coffee shops. So I feel like I'm a good judge of places with good coffee, and Birmingham is blessed with so many amazing coffee shops. So of my favorites are places like 𝐂𝐿 located in 𝐂𝐓 Heights and downtown. It's known for clean design and exceptional coffee roasting in-house. It's our go-to place for a latte, and it's a great place to work and hang out. Over in West Homewood is 𝐂𝐍𝐿 Coffee, and it also has some great coffee that's also roasted in-house, and is also a great place to go for breakfast. Another great place to go and hang out and work is 𝐂𝐿 Coffee in Homewood, located in a little old house with creaky wood floors, original molding, and it's a perfect cozy place to hang out. Downtown, there's June's Coffee, which also roasts their own beans and is one of the most popular places in Birmingham. Church Street Coffee in Crestline Village in Mountain Brook combines a cafe and a bookstore experience, and it's famous for their breakup cookies. And just like with the food, I could go on about the different places to drink coffee because there really are more than I just mentioned. Those are just some of my favorites. One thing I love bragging about my city and what I feel sets us apart are the people. If you're coming from a big city, you'll quickly notice the southern hospitality that makes this place so special. Birmingham is a welcoming city, and its residents are always eager to help newcomers feel at home. From helping neighbors to volunteering and supporting local businesses, the sense of community here is strong. In fact, many people who move here from larger cities comment on how tight-knit and friendly the city feels. It's easy to make new friends, and you'll quickly realize that Birmingham is one of those places where everyone knows everyone, and that's not a bad thing. In fact, just for example, my wife and I just moved to a different city, a different street, and it wasn't within, I don't know, a couple of days that we had three different neighbors leave us some food, some baked goods on our porch. Within a month, we were some best friends with some of our neighbors. I believe Birmingham offers a rare combination of big city amenities and small city feels. One of the best parts about living here is that almost everything you need, whether it's a restaurant, a grocery store, or a park, is just a quick 10-minute drive. You'll never have to worry about long commutes or traffic jams unless you're on 280 going to or from work time. Then it's a different case, but we'll leave that for another video. That being said, Birmingham still feels like a small town in the sense that people tend to connect easily and have that small town charm. As I've said before, this city has a great selection of restaurants and bars and breweries that you might expect from a larger city, but it doesn't feel overwhelming, and it's a great balance of a lot of different things to do, but it's all kind of really close to each other, so it's not that spread out. If you love the outdoor, Birmingham is a great place to live. I was just reading an article that ranked Birmingham number 26 in the US for green spaces per capita. Birmingham has a ton of amazing hiking and parks. One of my favorite is Red Mountain Park, a massive 1,200 acre public park that's even 40% bigger than Central Park. Another great thing I like is the airport. If you're someone who travels often or just likes to fly in and out of convenient airports, you're gonna love the Birmingham airport. This airport is small, it's modern, and it's so easy to navigate. There's none of that stress of huge lines or waiting forever to board a flight. It's easy to get in and out of Birmingham, whether you're flying for work or the weekend. Honestly, I've gotten to the airport here 30 minutes before my flight and still made it on time. I will always pay extra to fly out of Birmingham to connect in Atlanta than drive the 2 hours to Atlanta. It's so worth it, always. Next up, let's talk about the weather in Birmingham. Birmingham has hot, humid summers where temperatures can often hit the 90s with really high humidity. So be prepared for some heat, but the good news is that the winters are relatively mild here as well. It's December right now, and I think temperatures are in the mid 60s right now. You won't have to shovel snow every morning, but you might get the occasional snow. We haven't had any in a while. I think the last big snow we had was a couple of years ago, maybe 7 years ago. And most of that comes in January. December is usually a mild time. January, February are usually our coldest months of the year. My advice though is be ready for a little bit of everything. You'll need both summer clothes and a winter jacket in your wardrobe to stay comfortable year round here. Housing prices are reasonably compared to other major cities. You'll find that your money goes a lot farther here, especially when considering Shelby County, which is just south of Jefferson County, where downtown Birmingham is. Whether you're looking to rent or buy, you'll find that homes in Birmingham are much more affordable than places like Atlanta, Nashville, or even Charlotte. That said, make sure you do your research on neighborhoods, as some areas can be more expensive than others. As someone that loves history, Birmingham has a lot of good and not so good history. The city sits in the Jones Valley, and in the 19th century, it was the heart of the Iron Belt. Birmingham was once one of the largest industrial cities in the South, being one of the only places in the world actually that all three ingredients needed for steel were all located here. And you can still see remnants of the industrial past in places like in Vulcan Park, which features the largest cast iron statue in the world, fun fact. Birmingham, of course, also sadly is on the wrong side of history, which you can tour that at the Civil Rights Museum downtown. There's also tons of museums and historical sites to explore. It's a great way to learn about the roots of the city and what makes Birmingham so unique. Another fun fact for you, Birmingham has the largest Veterans Day parade in the country. This event has been going on every year since 1947, and it's a huge deal here. The parade honors veterans of all wars, and it's something the entire city comes together to celebrate. So if you're in town during Veterans Day, you'll want to check out the parade and see why it's such an important tradition for the city. If you're into art and culture, Birmingham has a growing scene. From Birmingham Museum of Art to the Alabama Theater, there's plenty to see and do. You also want to check out the Sidewalk Film Festival, one of the city's most popular annual events, which showcases independent films. For those who love theater, Theater District offers live performances and classic movie screenings at that beautiful Alabama Theater. There's also several different local artists that make great things around town as well. And last but not least, for the last several years, Birmingham has been working really hard to revitalize a lot of the downtown and surrounding downtown areas. It's grown through an amazing transformation with the new developments like the Bazitz building, Railroad Park, and Uptown area. And now they're putting in a huge amphitheater on the north side of town that will only continue to help areas like Druid Hill and Norwood. Also, areas like Avondale have seen incredible changes in the last decade, bringing back a really popular area. Even areas like East Lake and Woodlawn on the east side of town have seen some major changes, and I believe will only continue to get better. These areas have brought new businesses, apartments, and restaurants to the city, while still preserving the historic charm. If you haven't been to downtown Birmingham lately, you're gonna be surprised about how much the city has grown and improved. So there you have it, 12 things you'll wanna know about moving to Birmingham. From the food, to the culture, to the green spaces, and the welcome community, Birmingham has so much to offer. Whether you're considering a move here or just planning a visit, I hope this video helps you to get the feel of what Birmingham is really all about. As always, I'm Adam Snow with 𝐂𝐎𝐿 Realty here in Birmingham, Alabama. If you have any more questions about different areas in Birmingham, I'd love to help. You can leave a comment below, you can reach out by my phone, or you can schedule a meeting with a link below. Until next time, have a great day.